Hey leaders, hope you're doing amazing. This is Mark from Ivy Leads. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a new feature of the CRM, particularly the email builder feature of the system. Now, for those who are wanting to test out different email templates or subject lines and see what performs well, this is a new feature that you really want to use, because right now we can actually use A and B testing for emails, not only for funnels, not only for websites, but for actual emails that we are sending out. So now I'm going to show you how that works and also give you more clarity. First is to also, obviously log into your CRM account and go to the marketing tab of the CRM. Now from here, you have two options. You could either create your templates under email campaigns or email templates. So we're going to use email campaign as an example for today. So click on that, and then from here you can create different campaign or email. So just click on create campaign and you can start from scratch, or even use a template from your existing one. So I'm going to use one from one of our marketing emails, because this one has the actual size, the spacing already, so it's not going to be harder for me to start from the beginning. So if you have those kind of templates, that would be awesome. From there you can just use that as a base email. So let's use this as an example. Click on that, and then there you go. Now for this email, for example, you have this first version, right? You see this A/B testing. Click on that, and then enable the A and B testing, which is it's going to maximize your engagement, as what's mentioned here, by sending up to 6 variations of either your subject line or email content to a portion of your users, then send the winning variation to the rest. So it's like you can create up to 6 different variations, and then from there turn it on, and you can either change the subject line or even the email content to see what performs the best, and then the system will actually use the best one, the best performing one, and put that in the rest of your contacts, right? So that's how it works. So I'm going to turn this on, and then you can even select the actual setting here. So the test type, which is the email subject or email content, right? So let's use the email subject. This is going to be a lot easier because you don't need to change anything in your email. You just have to change what the email subject line is for the the other email. So this one you can define the test duration, either 8-hour, 4-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour, whatever works for you. So let's use 2-hour for now, and then we can create 2 variations for now. So the test size would be like the percentage of allocation that you want to use. Like for the first 50%, you will allocate that for the A and the B email, and the 50% of your contacts, the rest will actually receive the one that performs the best, right? So that's how that works. So for example, the A email works the best, then that will be sent to the rest of the 50% of your contacts. Awesome. And then for the variation here, the A and B, so that will be where you're going to put the subject line, based on what you want to test. And then the winning variation will, as I mentioned, we'll use the one that, performs the best. Awesome. And even the winning criteria here, you can change it up: unique, open rate, or maybe click rate. So I would advise you to use the open rate for this one, because you are testing out the subject line, right? So you want to see what performs the best in terms of the open rate, meaning they captured, this particular subject line actually captures someone's attention, right? So you want to use that winning criteria. All right, so let's go back from the top. So email subject line, let's use 2-hour, for example, and then 2 variation. And from here, you can do 50-50 for now, which is 25% for the A and 25% for the B, and 50% for the winning one. So this is where you're going to put the, subject line, for example, subject line 1, and then this one, subject line 2. All right. And then we're going to use unique open rate. Now, once you're done with all the, settings for the A and B testing, just click on send or schedule. And then, from here, you're going to choose the actual emails that you're going to send to or the list that you already have. And then even defining the from email and from name. So typically this is going to be, filled out automatically if you have those turn on or set up in your settings. And then also here you have, two different options, either to send now or to schedule this one. So typically, you can use send now. So you can actually send it right away and be able to see the result. Or if you want to schedule this, some other time, like for example, you're working on the weekend, then this is a perfect, option. All right. So once you're done with everything, you've set up, the timing, and then you are going to change or choose the recipient, then go ahead and click schedule, and then that will, be sent. All right. So that's how the A and B testing works. Now, the second option would be for the email content, right? So if you click email content instead of the actual, subject line only at the left-hand corner, if you see, there's a new tab that has been opened on the top corner, right? You have here the A and then you have here the B. So for the B, it's going to be a duplicate of the A email for now, but you can start, doing changes, right? Maybe you want to put here a photo, or maybe a different button or call to action, whatever works for you on the testing aspect, so you can see what really performs well. Now for this type of testing, you can still use the unique open rate, but if you really want to see how the actual content differs, or what's more effective in terms of the actual content, then I would use unique click rate, because this is where you can actually see the results, right? Yes, they open the email, but did they actually go to the next step? That's the power of the actual content of the email. So you want to use this as a winning criteria for this type of A and B testing. So as I mentioned, you can do variations up to 6. So if you choose 6, then you will get A to F emails, and you can start editing each one. So once you're done with all the setup and the changes in the emails, then as the same step would be to send or schedule. And then from here, you can either choose send now or schedule and choose your actual recipient. All right. So this is an awesome feature that I will advise you to use. It's definitely a game changer. From here, you can even navigate or, create your master follow-up campaign for the next 30 days, because you already know what works and what doesn't. All right. If you have any additional questions regarding this new feature of the email builder, let us know so we can give you more clarity, and stay tuned for the next video tutorial.